Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 Genetically Modified Overkill Challenge Run. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're doing the Only Curse Challenge. So, we're going to play Triple Creature, so we start with 3 Cursed Fish Hooks, which gives us a lot of curse, but we are only allowed to buy cursed items and weapons. So, any item that's cursed I can buy, any weapon or item that isn't cursed, I'm not allowed to buy it. We're going to use the submachine gun because that will give us additional, tons of additional damage as we get more and more curse. And this might require a restart or two, this challenge, because if we get really unlucky in the early shops, we won't be able to buy any items. But I'm going to see if it is possible to win while only buying cursed items and no non-cursed items for the entire run. I will also, as soon as we get a cursed weapon, sell this not cursed submachine gun so that we have only cursed items for the entirety of the game. We are going to... So, just take a look at the creature's stats here. We lose XP gain at the end of every wave. It's going to be very hard for us to get levels, and we lose range at the end of every wave. There's a couple cursed items that can help offset that potentially, but for the most part, that's reasonably safe to ignore. So I'm going to roll here and see if we can get some harvesting. I don't need to take any damage or anything along those lines, because we're just going to get that from curse. Alright, so we're not allowed to buy any of these items, but I will lock both of these, because either of these cursed would be great. And then I'm going to roll. I'm really hoping that we can find 4 good items to lock here. A cursed feather. Would I buy a cursed feather? Probably not. I think also not a laser gun. So I'm going to do a couple more rerolls. We're going to spend reasonably aggressively on rerolls to try to get ourselves items that will actually allow us to succeed, because we need powerful cursed items. Okay, we'll take the bag. Cursed medical gun. Is that good enough? Honestly, it probably is. I'm going to lock this medical gun and hope that it gets cursed. So with our 3 fish hooks, we have a 28% chance of the items becoming cursed. I am still not 100% sure if these stack additively, giving us an 84% chance per item, or multiplicatively, giving us 3 individual 28% chances per item. I've seen differing reports as to how these effects actually work. But either way, we have a pretty good chance of getting at least 1 or 2 cursed items that we can buy. Wave 2 is not going to be great for us because, although I guess our weapon just hits really hard because of the curse damage scaling on the creature. So we won't have to worry too much about that. We've got a lot of money, so it looks like we've got good income, but that's just because we weren't allowed to spend any money last wave. Alright, so we'll take some harvesting here and moment of truth. Okay, nice. So we got a cursed submachine gun, so that's going to allow us to buy this, and we'll take the cursed medical gun as well. Cursed medical gun, I think, has better attack speed than the default medical gun, so that will actually be a lot of lifesteal. And then we have to sell this, this non-cursed gun. I'm going to leave these 2 locked. I think these are good enough to leave locked and try to get them cursed. And we'll roll here, and then, yeah, I will just lock both of these and see if we can get more powerful cursed items from the submachine gun and shredder. We basically are going to need to buy any cursed weapons that we see, because otherwise getting weapons is going to be really difficult for this character. Technically, I guess I could have combined the non-cursed SMG into the cursed item, but that feels like cheating in this run. If we aren't buying any non-cursed weapons, then getting a leg up with a non-cursed item feels wrong to me, so that's why we didn't do that. Here, I will, I guess, just keep taking more harvesting. We're going to grab more of that when we see it. Notice how our range is really heavily reduced. Probably just need to start taking some armor. And nice, we got 3 cursed items. Okay, that's great. So we're able to buy a bunch more cursed items. I'm now going to unlock this propeller hat. I think we can do better. I'm going to roll. And also, we have 23 curse, so we're not that unlikely to roll cursed items in the shop. So I do want to roll a few times and see if we can get some cursed items just to show up naturally. I think Corrupted Shard is good enough to lock. And let's roll here. I'm really looking for weapons that I can lock. So we'll lock the SMG. Metal Plate's good enough as well. And I will roll. Okay, perfect. So we've got 4 good items locked to potentially curse with our fish hooks. Getting up to 4 weapons is nice. That is more than I was expecting. We're going to need to find HP, regeneration, armor and dodge, that kind of thing, especially because we are losing attack range. We're losing so much range on this character, we're losing a ton every wave, that buying range is never going to offset the range penalty. You can see this in the last multiple creature run that I did. However, there is one thing that we can do. If we happen to find a hiking stick, that will increase our range every wave just by running around, and so that could offset the penalty by giving us tons of range. So if we find a really efficient cursed item that gives us massive amounts of range, then we'll try to offset the range penalty. Otherwise, we'll just basically end up playing as a melee character. Here, I'm going to take the HP. Since we will be getting so few levels on this character, we're basically going to stop around level 6 or 7. HP is going to be really hard to come by, so I really need to make sure that I'm picking that up when it's available. And then, nice, we got 3 more cursed items. I'm going to unlock the corrupted shard here. Again, I want the potential for cursed items to just show up on their own. Let's roll. I'll definitely lock an SMG, and then we'll roll again. There we go. We got a cursed fertilizer, which we're allowed to buy, and of course is awesome. Do I want to try to curse? Yeah, a cursed jelly would be pretty good. We really need max HP, so we'll try to grab that. I'll lock the duct tape as well, and we'll lock this scar. Basically, any relevant item that we would buy if it got cursed, I'm going to lock. Since we're only allowed to buy cursed items, we really need to make sure we have a bunch of those available. Making sure, of course, to increase our curse by killing the curse aliens. Those are really important to our strategy. The more of that we have, the more available items there will be for us in the shop. And because of our cursed fertilizer and a bunch of the extra money that we're making, we are able to do pretty well in terms of generating income, which is nice. Terrified onion, we can't take, it's not cursed. Fuel tank, can't take that, not cursed. And tree, can't take that, so we gotta recycle all of those. I guess any items that we get from crates are gonna be kind of rough for us. Nice, okay, so we got 4 cursed items. This is plus 6 HP, which is awesome. And that offsets 2 waves worth of the XP gain loss when we get the scar, so that's not bad. Do I want to lock another scar? I think I'm just going to reroll here, and we will look for cursed items, like this insanity. Definitely lock the metal plate. Medical gun. This does give us a bunch of lifesteal if we get it cursed. It can have some pretty powerful amounts of lifesteal for us. I think I'm going to reroll here, though, and I'll leave the metal plate locked, and I'm going to look for better items that we want to curse more. The penguin, I think I will buy. That is just a huge amount of regeneration if we get it cursed, and cursed uniques are good, but I don't think the saltwater's good. I'll lock this shredder and the medical gun, because I'd like to upgrade my weapons, and of course we're not allowed to do that by buying just the non-cursed versions. That would be cheating, so we need to get these cursed and then upgrade them. Not really sure what the optimal strategy for locking items in this combination is, but I think we pretty much have to just have 4 items locked every shop, so re-rolling until we get stuff that we want to lock, I think, is the way to go. And I am going to need a ton of armor, HP, and regeneration because we are not at all guaranteed to be able to offset the range penalty at all, and it's extremely difficult to try to do that, so we're going to end up playing basically in melee range on top of the bosses in the late game. Definitely need more healing right now. But making quite good money here. Can't take that, because it's not cursed. It does make it easy to decide what to take out of the shop. And let's pick up some more armor and regeneration. I'm going to re-roll this. We'll just take 2 more armor. That's pretty nice. Okay, nice. We we high rolled here and got everything cursed again. So we can upgrade to a level 2 cursed medical gun, level 2 cursed shredder, cursed penguin, which gives us a bunch more regen, and the metal plate, and we'll roll. We'll take a terrified onion here as well, because it's cursed, and we, I think, are kind of incentivized to just buy every cursed item we see. Pocket factory. Another cursed jelly would be a lot of max HP, so I'm going to lock that. Losing 1 range damage, but 3 curse is better than 1 range damage for all of our damage dealing items, so we're actually pretty happy to take the energy bracelet here. Then I will reroll, and nice, 2 good items that we get to lock. That's pretty awesome. I had to pause the recording there for a second because I had put the OBS window that shows what I'm recording behind Brotato, so I couldn't see it, and I had a moment of panic where I was like, did I turn my microphone on? Did I start the recording? But we're good, so just making sure that I am not a total dummy. Let's go to wave 7 here. So I should keep an eye out for a hiking stick. We're not that likely to roll into one, but if we do, then I should lock it very aggressively because the amount of bonus range it can give me is enough to offset the range penalty. This was an idea that a couple people posted in my last triple creature run, which was not an all curse run, but I thought that was a really good idea. That was a funny comment section because a lot of people were like, "You have to buy range when we're losing hundreds of range over the course of the run. Like we're just never going to offset the range penalty, and it'll cost us thousands of material to try." But the cursed hiking pole would have done so without a huge investment, so that would have been a really good way to try to offset the range penalty. Not making that much money this wave. This is where the range penalty does start to hurt because we just don't do as much. We just don't have the wave clear with so few. With such short range, a lot of enemies are surviving. I'll take the Scar here, and the Jelly, of course, again, and Pocket Factory is going to be great. I'm going to leave this SMG locked, I think, and then reroll. Nice, we got a Cursed Weird Ghost. I will take that. Do I want the Cursed Pencil? If I buy it, I have exactly enough to reroll, and it's +1 curse, which is just always good for this character, so I think I will buy it. Lock this, reroll, and we'll lock this. Do I lock the campfire? I think not. Because I think I would rather see another item. We have 68 curse, so every item we have has an almost 10% chance of being cursed. I think that's better than an 80% chance of cursing an item that we don't really want, even if it does get cursed. I need to remember, of course, here that we have Weird Ghosts, so we could easily die. And our range is quite low, so our lifesteal from the medical gun is enough to give us some healing, but I do need to play the opening sections of this wave a little bit carefully. I should have checked also. I did buy that Cursed Scar. I think we might just have wildly negative XP gain, and the Cursed Scar won't be giving me any experience anyways. Looks like we are still gaining some XP, so the Cursed Scar was still reasonable to buy. At a certain point, our XP gain losses are going to outpace any experience gain items that we get, and that's going to make it very difficult to overcome that penalty, at which point I need to stop buying things like Scars. The glasses we will recycle, because of course they're not cursed, and here I'm just going to take 6 movement speed. We managed to get a bunch more cursed items, which is awesome. So we'll take the crit chance, the harvesting, and the SMG, and then roll. Let's take I'll lock the Lost Duck. I will lock a Shredder, because I can combine 2 of my cursed SMGs, and roll again. Ooh, cursed improved tools. That would be really nice. I think I'd rather reroll than try to lock the defective steroids. Just we got those 2 cursed jellies. So that's giving us a decent amount of bonus HP. Yeah, coffee's a way better item to try to lock, so very happy with that decision. That enemy, of course, all the enemies in the round, or a significant percentage of them, are going to be cursed now. So enemies do have a ton of HP to overcome our fairly massive damage output. I do really need to find some lifesteal, so if we see that in the shop, I'm going to lock it very aggressively. Would love to find, I mean, the ideal find for us, of course, would be Black Flag. That would be the absolute best item for us to find. Even, like, Hunting Trophy would be massive. Anything that can give us bonus income at this point, because we are starting to suffer in terms of income. Our wave clear is still good, but not as powerful as we would like. That being said, we're going to still end up making, like, 450 this wave, which is about on par for Wave 9 on the Abyss. So, actually, we made a little more than 450, so it definitely could be worse. Not cursed, so we recycle it. And let's take 8% damage here. Our percent damage is pretty negative. We don't need a ton of damage, but we do need enough that we're going to kill the bosses quickly. Bonus luck. Upgrade our shredder by combining these. Buy and improve tools. Do I leave the coffee locked? I think not. I think I just want to see more items here. And I'm actually not going to lock this level 1 SMG either, because I really want to roll into more cursed items if possible. Cursed Blunderbuss is one that we could maybe pick up. Fried Rice. We're not going to burn enemies. Let's keep rolling. Cursed Garden would be really good. I think I do want to just roll, though, with some of my money here. The Dangerous Bunny, we would be very happy to buy that. I'd have locked that, probably. So finding an already cursed version is a real gift here. Let's just do another free reroll. I really want to find cursed items, if possible. But I do also want to save some money. Okay, nice. We got 2 more cursed items and weird food. We will never get bonus lifesteal off the decomposing flesh because our XP gain has been reduced so much. I could go for a cursed celery tea. That would be on wave 11 if we got it. And that would give us about 10% XP gain per wave. So that would mostly offset the XP gain loss from the creature. But we're losing 15 every wave, so it wouldn't offset it. I think I'm just going to reroll here and go for... try to find some stuff to lock. I'll lock this blunderbuss. Yikes. I have to reroll. We really can't afford not to be locking, like, at least 3 items in the shop, so we're just going to end up spending a lot on rerolls sometimes, and that's okay. Cursed anglerfish out there. I'm moderately convinced that after talking a lot about how we want the cursed hiking pole, I'll just roll past one or have already done so, because not an item that you usually look for on ranged builds, so hard to like keep in mind that we're looking for one specific melee weapon. I'm really enjoying this challenge, though. How we think about the shops is quite different. And while obviously we're very, very powerful, we're sort of outscaling the enemy HP pretty significantly with our high damage. It's just a real challenge how to think about the character. Man, we would love this fairy, but we can't pick it up. We have to recycle it. Here, I do want to start building dodge, and we don't have any % dodge right now. So I'm going to take the 9% dodge. When we find some more powerful cursed items, we can do that. I could try to curse these glasses for like 40 range, but again, that's just not going to offset the minus 264 penalty that we're at. Our weapons are just going to be at the minimum range very soon, and I don't think it's worth trying to fight that unless we get a huge amount of range. Let's go ahead and buy... So this is interesting. If I buy the blunderbuss, which I do want, of course, the cursed blunderbuss, it's a huge amount of damage. I have to sell or combine... I have to sell a weapon, because we're combining this. Now we've got 1, 2, and 3 submachine guns and 1 and 2 shredders, so this is a pretty awkward set of items for us. I'm going to go ahead and recycle this level 1 cursed shredder, I think, because I want to have more submachine guns. And the medical gun, I think, has actually been quite good for us. Although, now that we are able to start buying some lifesteal, we found a bat. Maybe the medical gun is less important. And it is going to certainly do less damage. But I think we want to hang on to it for healing for now. So we're going to replace that replace the level 1 shredder with the blunderbuss and buy the bat here, and then roll. I'll take the cursed sad tomato, sure. We do start waves at half HP, but or not even with minus 35% HP, but any curse we buy is so powerful on this character. Do I want to lock the recycling machine or the shady potion? We are recycling all the items we find in crates because we can only get cursed items, so recycling machine is huge for our economy. We'll definitely lock that. Keep rolling here. Cursed tree, that's a nice one. Grenade launcher has bonus cooldown, but does do a lot of damage and is kind of a fun explosive weapon. Let's see if we can get a cursed grenade launcher or a cursed medical gun. And then I'm going to roll here and another cursed medical gun. Actually, I don't think we'll buy the higher level medical gun, so let me just actually take both of those out. We'll buy the alien worm and roll again. Blindfold I will lock, and then I guess I'll lock the hedgehog. 1 ranged damage? No, we don't need to buy ranged damage. Is it worth 27 to see one more item? Probably not, because at this point we are actually going to struggle to afford to buy all 4 items in the shop, so I'm just going to leave that slot open. Potentially we can see another cursed item. The blunderbuss is good because it's going to help us kill the elite much faster. Blunderbuss is really good for killing elites. And that will be a challenge for this character. Our damage is excellent. Obviously not as high as it was when we were able to buy non-cursed items on this character. It is too bad that the Pocket Factory doesn't make cursed turrets that do extra damage. The cursed Pocket Factory. At least I don't think it does. They don't have the curse icon there. I think they just... a cursed Pocket Factory just creates normal turrets. Obviously can't take that. We got 3 more cursed items. Let's pick up the blindfold and the recycling machine and this grenade launcher. So I think now I'm going to sell out of the medical guns, actually. We've got some lifesteal and 17 regen, so I think that's going to be the best for us. Ooh, a cursed harpoon gun. Do I sell out of a shredder or an SMG for this? Does give us another cursed weapon, and that's kind of cool. Slowing enemies near the projectile is interesting. It has 300 to 488 range, because even with the huge range penalty, the harpoon gun still has a really long base range. So I think we are actually going to sell out of the shredder and buy the harpoon gun. This can help offset our very low range by pulling enemies in, since the harpoon gun's range is very good. Let's lock the SMG. I don't think we care about the shotgun, even though it is cursed, and we'll lock the metal plate and the lemonade, so we've got at least 3 items locked. For 16, I'm going to do 1 more reroll. Nice, we can lock a tentacle, which will also be a good item for us. And let's see if we can kill this elite. So I need to do kind of drive-bys on it because of our range penalty. And make sure not to tank too much damage before I heal up, because we are playing very close to the enemy here, but we have very good armor and very good damage, so we were able to kill it. See how the harpoon gun is doing. Is this... So funnily enough, the range of our other weapons is so low that the harpoon gun is not actually putting them in range to attack. Like it's pulling enemies in, but they're then just not close enough for our other weapons to hit, because our range on those is so low. So I don't know if the harpoon gun is really pulling its weight here. We'll see how much damage it does, because it also is just good damage since it scales off of curse, and just shoots at reasonably long range, so it's good for just killing enemies as well. All right, we got a cursed robot arm. Do I care about this at all? We would lose 9 max HP, which is a lot, to pick up the robot arm, and gain a ton of engineering, and the bonus engineering is nice. The bonus melee damage we obviously don't care about at all, but it's also 7 curse. I think I'm going to recycle this. I just don't think that we can justify losing that much maximum HP. On the other hand, the bone dice I will definitely take. That's a nice cursed item for us, and we're rerolling a lot with this build. Let's upgrade our SMG, buy the lemonade and the tentacle. Gonna unlock the metal plate so we can try to roll into more items to curse. I do want the metal, but I think, again, we want to roll for cursed items. We'll take the missile. Let's lock this potato and then roll. First, javelin. That scales off of melee damage, but also off of curse, which we have tons of. But I think in general, we're pretty happy with our weapon set. The harpoon gun did very well because it's longer range than our other weapons, so it still did a ton of damage. Roll here, roll again, and we have a level 3 grenade launcher, so the level 2 doesn't do anything. See if we can get a cursed coupon, that would be pretty nice. Blood leech, I do want more lifesteal and regeneration, so we'll try to grab that. And if we can upgrade our blunderbuss, that would also be huge. So we're going to lock all of these and try to get some more cursed items to show up. Yeah, which items are worth locking is a really interesting question on this build. The grenade launcher bouncing also is really good for us because it helps us kill enemies that are far away, because the grenade launcher just has an inherent bounce on its attack. So whenever it fires, it also bounces off and hits enemies that are elsewhere on the map that would be hard for us to kill otherwise. Basically playing as a melee character now, so we're just standing on top of enemies. Eventually, we're going to end up playing as basically the bull, where we have to walk directly into enemies in order to damage them. But that'll be fine. Range remains a highly overvalued stat by the Brotato community. I'm going to recycle this mouse here. Sure, we'll take a cursed incendiary turret. I'm just going to take basically any cursed item that we get because scaling our curse is so powerful. Take the blunderbuss and the blood leech and cursed potato. That is so many stats. Look at how many stats this thing gives us. Just take a moment to drink that in. That one feels good. The coupon, I think I'm not going to leave locked because giving up that many looks for more cursed items I think isn't worth it. Take another alien worm. We've already got +8 consumable healing, so a cursed alien worm is great here. Let's keep rolling. A level 4 cursed grenade launcher I will take. The grenade launcher has been pretty nice for us. I'd like an attack speed item if possible, but not the statue. Cog. I'm going to buy this. +2 curse is just so good for the creature because all our base weapon damage scales with curse. And the engineering isn't totally irrelevant because we've got the incendiary turret and the pocket factory and everything. Cursed compass, sure. Keep rolling. Ball and chain, definitely not. But I will lock the helmet, and I'm going to roll again. Ugly Tooth is a unique that we can pull out of the pool, so let's see if we can get that cursed. And that's it. I don't think I'm going to spend 44 on another reroll. Getting uniques just out of the pool is nice, so I'm going to try to get things like Ugly Tooth cursed if possible. Yeah, so the incendiary turret is firing minimum range. So it looks like incendiary turret is bugged because our normal turrets seem to have normal attack range. Yeah, so I think incendiary turret is bugged. Because look at the range on that thing. That's so sad. No one will subscribe to that incendiary turret's only curse. So I guess attack range seems to be affecting incendiary turret. That's a bug. It's not supposed to affect constructs, but it doesn't seem to be affecting my normal turrets. You can see those still have their normal range. So incendiary turret right now, I guess, is bugged and is being affected by character range, which is a pretty funny bug. But somebody should report that. Let's take the helmet. Unfortunately, the Ugly Tooth didn't get cursed. The level 4 grenade launcher, well, let's go ahead and upgrade here and buy a level 4 grenade launcher and roll. Cursed injection, that's a nice one. And we'll roll again. I'd like to upgrade my harpoon gun, so let's lock that. Let's roll here. Another chance at locking this ugly tooth, and in fact, I'm just going to lock all of these. These are all pretty good for us. The attack speed, especially from the banner, is really nice, and the gecko will help because we are leaving a lot of materials on the ground. Also, we'll get like 50 range from those, which isn't a lot, but we still could find a really powerful range increasing item, which would make the build stronger. If we find one that gives us like 400 range at once. that incendiary turret is so sad. It just makes me laugh every time I see it. Oh no! Honestly, I hope they don't fix that bug. Because you can also get infinite range and have incendiary turrets that shoot across the map. If you play endless mode or whatever and get really long range. Or characters that scale their range a ton. Making pretty good money here. No, we have to recycle a bag. Alright, this is probably like one of the first... This is almost certainly the first time you've seen me recycle bag not on Wave 19 on this channel. And one of the first times you've seen me recycle bag ever. We're recycling all of these. Pile of books would have been really nice, but can't buy them. They're not cursed. All of these are cursed, though, so we can. Well, let's go ahead and buy all of those and roll. This is... Okay, I'll take the... No, Barnacle doesn't do anything, because we have no... We'll never get level ups again. Let's just roll here. Pick another cursed cog. It's not the item we want, but as cursed items go, it's pretty good. We're re-rolling a lot, so the spyglass might be worth locking, but I don't think so, because we really do just want to have more chances at finding cursed items. And we did. With 582, I'm still going to re-roll. Okay, I'll take the hunting trophy, though. That's going to be good. And let's roll again. Max HP capped at 61. I think that's fine. 61 HP is enough. So we'll take the handcuffs here and roll again. Lock a gentle alien. I'll lock a snowball because that's another unique we can pull out of the pool. Do a reroll and see if we can lock anything. For 35, I think that's fine, but we didn't. This does go to show just how powerful Curse is as a mechanic. Even with this character with tiny amounts of range, buying only a fraction of the items available to it. Now, obviously, we're the creature, so our damage scales a ton with levels. But... Or with Curse, with the items that we're buying. So it's a little bit of a distorted picture that we're getting here because the character we're playing benefits so heavily from the stats we have. But this really is an illustration of just how good Curse is as a mechanic here. Maybe I should have taken the plus engineering scaling and just given up some maximum HP, because that would have made our Pocket Factory turrets a lot better, so that would probably have been smart. I keep looking down here, because I'm just paranoid that I've accidentally picked a non-cursed item, and I keep seeing these two that are just the default ones you start with for GMO and being the creature. But, of course, those we can't get rid of. We will take the snowball here, not because the elemental damage is good, but just because getting a cursed unique out of the pool is pretty nice, and Gentle Alien. It doesn't, unfortunately, so cursing Gentle Alien isn't as good as you might think, because Gentle Alien only gives you plus 5% enemies, even if you get it cursed. This number doesn't increase. So, Gentle Alien is still obviously an amazing item, and the stats going up is really nice, but it's not as good to curse it as you might expect it to be, because it just does not increase the thing that you actually want that item for. I'll definitely try to lock the Adrenaline, try to lock Corrupted Shard. I don't think we care about the Tyler that much. Let's keep rolling. I'll take a Cursed Shady Potion. That's a nice one. We can't combine anything for this Grenade Launcher, unfortunately, so let's roll. Roll again. Cursed Celery Tea. That's maybe a way to squeeze out a level. No, it is not. Minus 181% XP gain next level. But maybe if I get a couple celery teas, we could we could offset that penalty. So let's give that a shot. Yeah, so I'm going to lock this one. We get 2 cursed celery teas and a couple more XP items. We may go longer. Because we haven't been able to make that many decisions in this run. This has been a very fast run, so I'll probably do a few levels of Endless as well here. Just because the run's going to end at like 25 minutes. Oh, no, wait, I forgot I had to cut the video, so it's actually been a little bit longer than I thought. Well, I'm going to do at least like 5 levels of Endless just for fun. Because I'm enjoying this run. I just looked over at the timestamp and was like, oh, I've only been recording for 20 minutes. But that is because I cut the video into 2 parts. I'm extremely professional when it comes to everything about recording. You can tell because of how high quality the thumbnails I make are. Never have typos or misalignment or anything. Recycling that. Cursed pumpkin, sure, we'll take that. And another cursed celery tea. Unfortunately, these 2 did not get cursed. I really wanted those to get cursed, but I think I will just leave the adrenaline locked. Okay, another cursed celery tea. I did just double the health of the elite by buying this one. I wasn't paying that much attention. Can we afford to fight the elite at double HP? Yeah, I'm no weenie. We're gonna take the celery tea. So the enemy is going to have plus 115% HP, but hopefully our bonus damage will be enough to fix that. Jetpack I will lock. That's going to be good enough to take for sure, and we'll roll. Toxic Sludge. Honestly, 71 for 1 curse is probably good enough, even though the other stats don't matter. We'll take that and keep rolling. Small Magazine and Eye Patch. All of these are good to lock, so we're going to try to get those cursed. All right, so I do have to remember this elite has double HP, and we have to fight it in more than double HP, and we have to fight it in like less than melee range. But we are able to do so, and you can see with good spacing, having the range penalty doesn't matter. We were still able to kill it without having to take a hit. On the other hand, the Cursed Walrus is always dangerous, so I took a million hits from those guys. Building engineering would have been nice, though, because this character's going to want to transition to killing things with luck or engineering, like baby elephants and stuff like that, because our weapon attacks are going to be hard to use in Endless mode. So, I am regretting not taking the exoskeleton that gives you extra engineering every wave, or the robot arms. I forget which item it is. The one that costs us HP and gives you extra engineering. Night goggles we can't take. Yep. Have to recycle all of these. Good. The adrenaline did get cursed, as did all of these. Jetpack, speed, and dodge. That is good enough to take. Cursed Frozen Heart. That's a fun one. We'll grab that for sure. And then let's roll. I'm gonna try to lock some items that we actually want here. With the Frozen Heart, the Ice Cube is going to be good. So actually, we're going to end up with a lot of materials in the bank because I'm just going to lock all of these and go to wave 19. Our piggy bank would have been a piggy bank would have been really nice because there's a lot of cases where we can't spend all our money. I just laugh at that incendiary turret every time. One reason that this range penalty might look really bad to you is that we're using ranged weapons, of course. But if you just picture what this build would look like if we were using knife or thief dagger, we'd be killing enemies at the same range. So the range penalty is really not as bad as it might seem at first glance, because it just turns you into a melee character, which is a totally reasonable thing to be. Recycle all of these. Okay, I'm gonna give up on this jetpack. It does not want to join us. Sure, I'll take the glasses here. Roll some more. I'm really looking for cursed items. Cursed items. Ooh, another cursed potato would be pretty nice. I wouldn't mind the SMG either, but I'm just gonna keep rolling. We have a 12% chance of every item being cursed, so we should see a few of them at least. We will take a mouse for sure. Alien baby, yeah, plus 5% enemy health for 6 cursed. The max HP doesn't matter because we're over HP cap. Do we take this? I think I will. Just more curse is good anyways. And let's keep rolling. Take the toxic sludge. Keep rolling. I'm going to lock this grenade launcher because we can upgrade our grenade launcher now. Ooh, a particle accelerator. I'd love a cursed particle accelerator. That just sounds really fun. And we'll lock the small fish. And we can get our XP gain positive now because we do have the triple cursed celery tea, which is giving us a decent amount of XP gains. We're getting plus 19 and plus 9 there, so plus 28 every wave, and then losing 15. So we're gaining 13 every wave. So if I buy some XP gain items, there's a chance that we will get our XP gain positive again. Go ahead and go to endless mode here. Blowing up the elites here because of our ridiculous damage output, and we got them. Hopefully we get some cursed level 4s out of that. I expect this character would be able to go pretty far into endless mode. I mean, the particle accelerator alone is going to give us a pretty big boost because it's going to just be long range enough that it can actually attack enemies for us. Which, in endless mode, you really do want to be able to kill enemies across the map from you. Characters that are purely melee become a lot harder, because any hit you take is instantly lethal in later endless mode runs. Our weapon damage is good, but could be better. We're doing about 2,000 damage a shot on most of our weapons, and definitely we could have higher damage output than that. The base damage of our weapons is huge, but we actually have not found that much percentage damage. You really want items like Vigilante Ring that scale your damage. If I had decided earlier that we were going to go into endless mode, I'd have definitely locked the Vigilante Ring that we saw. I think we didn't end up getting it because it wasn't cursed. And I think we found one in a shop and not in a box. I don't remember for sure. Recycle, recycle, recycle. Nice. The particle accelerator did get cursed. The grenade launcher did not. I will take the black belt. Think I am going to sell out of the blunderbuss. I think the attack speed reset is just not that important for us right now, so I'm going to sell out of that and buy the particle accelerator. Unlock the fish, unlock the grenade launcher, and roll. Cursed turret, sure. Roll. Cursed alien baby. This is again just 6 more curse, which is really nice. I'm going to lock this dangerous bunny because being able to get a free reroll is so important for this build. Don't really care about capping our speed, but I want to reroll into more cursed items if possible. I'm giving up a lot of looks in the shop, actually. Let's unlock the dangerous bunny here. If we were going really deep into endless mode, I'd probably leave it locked because it's just so important. But I'm gonna go to like wave 25, I think, just for fun. Take this. I'm gonna leave the baby elephant locked because that's gonna be really good for us. And just roll until our rerolls cost like 100. Lock this and this, and then sure, we'll lock the spicy sauce as well. the saddest particle accelerator ever. So we gotta run to the enemies. Ooh, I took 1,000,000 damage there. Okay, I need to be a little careful. We haven't managed to pick up that much in the way of long-range damage like baby elephants and stuff yet. That's why I wanted to lock those, because that's going to help with that sort of situation where it's just hard to stay on top of the elites. I do like the little pew-pew laser that we've got on our particle accelerator. It's not as funny as this guy, though. That remains my favorite thing from this run, is the sad little incendiary turret. Let's recycle. I wish this was cursed, and of course that we'd gotten it earlier. We'll take these. Unfortunately, unlocking these because I just want to roll. I would love a cursed jerky, but I really just want to roll for cursed items. Keep rolling. Sure, we'll take that. Roll. Nice, a cursed cyberball. That's great. And a compass. And a snail. And a baby squid. And another particle accelerator. Yeah, I'll take the peacock. We'll lock the particle accelerator because cursed particle accelerators just seem really fun as an option. I'm going to lock the power generator here as well. Celery tea also. We're going to try to get back up to positive XP gain because that just sounds fun. Almost certainly at this point have passed a hiking pole. I've been trying to keep an eye out for them, but really focusing on the items that make the character stronger, and, you know, that's one that's just hard to remember. So now that we've got a couple baby elephants and cyberballs, our wave clear has really improved quite a lot. We're not as reliant on our weapons anymore, though they are still very important for us. We want to get up to 100% crit chance for our construct critical hits. I also would like to find a tardigrade. We only have 60 HP, so this character could easily die in endless mode if I tank a hit, because enemies will just do 60 damage. Nice, everything got cursed. Yeah, I think I'm selling out of the SMGs at this point. I'm gonna go for particle accelerators, just because those are fun in long endless mode runs. A cursed statue for 4 curse. I think that's worth it. We're not going to stand still to make it work, but I do like the cursed statue just for 4 curse there. Then I'm going to roll, spicy sauce. I'm locking wisdom because it's unique. Same with giant belt. And roll. And roll. Oh, I love the baby with the beard. I think I'm going to lock it here. And then it doesn't do that much damage, I guess, because we've only got 19 range damage. And our percent damage is pretty good, but not incredible. Definitely increased a lot by getting that power generator. And I find something good. No, I'm just re-rolling a ton for no value, so let's go to the next wave. I love the tiny particle accelerator. It's so funny. Lots of lampreys this wave. Luckily, we still one-shot pretty much everything. You get rid of the harpoon soon as well. The cursed spawner is tanking a lot of our damage too. That guy was tough. And the cursed walruses, of course. And you can see we're gaining levels now. I can't take that. I can't and don't want to take that. Let's take some percent damage and some attack speed, which we actually have very little of. Take some movement speed here and some dodge. Nice. All right, and we got a bunch of cursed items. You know, reroll and reroll. Level 4 harpoon gun. Do I want to try to buy that? The harpoon gun is doing the most damage because it has because harpoon gun has a minimum range. That's a mechanic of this weapon. It's 300 to 900, so it is hitting at its minimum range because even despite our minus 600 range penalty, the harpoon gun's minimum range is making it still attack. So that's kind of a fun little interaction. I'm just gonna lock all of these and see what we can get cursed. Nice. Just obliterated that thing. And tanking hits here, of course, that's pretty dangerous. Eventually, this build would find a hiking pole, which would let you offset the range penalty, and then you're just going to transition to a normal endless mode build as soon as you have fixed the range penalty on this character, at which point I think it would stop being fun. So I'm kind of glad that we didn't find one and are just playing at, like, minimum range with the ridiculous incendiary turret. Let's recycle that and recycle that. We'll take some attack speed, and we're gonna reroll here. Take some dodge, and then a bunch more cursed items. That's awesome. We'll take a cyber ball, bait, jerky, harpoon gun. I'm gonna recycle, I guess, the level 3 grenade launcher. I like less than the particle accelerators. I like the 2 particle accelerators more. I'll roll a couple times, buy a cauldron, buy a cursed alien magic, because why not? Lock a celery tea. We could get a lot of levels there. Roll claw tree, sure. Keep rolling. And cursed spicy sauce would be fun as well. Roll again, and we'll lock a bait, because why not? I think this is going to be the last wave, though. I think we have gotten the idea. This character is really fun, and we did manage to beat wave 20 while buying only cursed items, which is pretty fun in and of itself, and we could keep going for quite a while, I think, as well. Though, because I capped my HP at 60, we would need to hard roll for tardigrades in order to have this character go for deeper endless mode. Having your health capped at 60 is actually not that big a penalty in endless mode, because eventually the enemies will just deal enough damage to one-shot you regardless. But in these early waves of endless, it can be a liability before you get before enemy damage scales up enough, and before you get enough tardigrades to survive. Late game endless mode ends up just being about how many tardigrades can you collect, more or less. And this character will be no exception. Because of our high curse, we'll find cursed ones more reliably, which will make this a very good endless mode character, if you wanted to keep going with it. And let's go ahead and, ooh, nice, one more cursed item for the road, and some attack speed just for fun. Buy some more cursed items here. So we ended up with 453 curse, and every single item in the game curse. Let's take a look at our material gain. We got 817 from this cursed bag. All these trees and stuff were awesome. The penguin was worth a lot of regeneration. Pocket Factory, the cursed Pocket Factory was very good. The improved tools helped a lot as well. I'm scanning here because I'm looking for a non-cursed item, because I know somewhere in here I accidentally bought one that wasn't cursed. It actually doesn't look like it unless I'm just missing one, so good job, me. All right, my friends, that was a blast, and I highly recommend the Only Curse run. That one was both fun, and in the early levels at least was pretty interesting to manage, like what items we were going to lock and stuff. Eventually our damage obviously just outscaled the enemies, but this run was a lot of fun. As always, of course, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment and hit like. It helps me out with the algorithm. And you can subscribe to my Only Curse and also my YouTube channel for more Brotato and other strategy game analysis. Cheers, friends. I'll catch you next time.